Hello, this is Raistlin Minecraft video, and today I'm in a world where I'll be changing the original village buildings. And I have one village building for each villager job, except for Fletcher, Fisherman, and Shepherd, which I'll work on making myself, and I'll do those after this video, and then I'll make a separate video for the Fletcher, the Fisherman, and the Shepherd. So, I'm taking the old village building and making them so they can serve the new villagers. And yeah, I put a wolf in a piece of glass. Sorry, Wolfie, but he seems to like it and it doesn't hurt. So no. Let's start with the toolsmith. And I'm going to try to keep what's iconic about the building. So the blacksmith, what's iconic is this little smithy for sometimes burning down the blacksmith, and this kind of outdoor balcony. So all the toolsmith really needs is a smithing table. So all I'm really going to do is put down a smithing table beside the chest. And whoops. And make a little chimney for the furnaces. Kind of on sensor chimney, don't really like, but okay. Now, next up is weaponsmith. The weaponsmith? The weaponsmith, actually, I need to spawn a villager. I'm going to keep a villager spawn egg. So I need to spawn in the toolsmith. Will you become a toolsmith? Yep. And I also need to add a door. Because the blacksmiths don't have doors. So yeah. Next up is the weaponsmith. All the weaponsmith needs is a grindstone. And I'm going to set up one right here, but I am going and spawn in a villager for it. Can you become... But I'm going to spawn in another... I'm going to put down another one once I get everything down, and that will be off camera. Actually, I'm going to put one down now, a second one down now. So, there. And then there's not much in here, just need to add a grindstone and a door. And I'm also going to add a chimney. So when he's using the furnace, which actually never happens, he doesn't burn the place down. Is that? Yep. So those both have chimneys, they just are a bit different. When I'm making a video, I often like the weather to be clear. When I was building, it had to be rainy. So I'm going to add in a door there. This is the armor. I'm going to remove furnaces and replace them with cobblestone. And then I'm going to actually... don't need that or that. Then I'm going to move the chest and the seating area. I'm going to put the seating area. It's not the best place, but it'll have to do. There, put the chest there. Going to break out those windows and replace them. Done. Now I just need some, that's not how I spelled diorite. Need some diorite thingies. And a blast furnace. kind of cramped. Yeah, and that's a bit of a problem, but it'll be okay. Life is okay. And that is the armorer. And then that is the blacksmith done. Next up is the butchers. The butcher shops. So these already have doors. This is the butchers. I forgot spawn in. I need to keep the villager spawning. I need to spawn in the armorer. I'm going to spawn him literally. Come in, armorer. Armor? Yay! Next up, I'm doing the butcher. The butcher's block is the smoker. I'm going to replace this block here with a smoker. Then to make it look like there's something actually attached to it, to kind of, I'm going to add a chimney at the top, like I did with the blacksmiths. Except it looks a bit nicer because it's not that centered. I don't like centered chimneys, and I don't know why. I either like them off the side of the house or on the roof, but not in the center. Centered chimneys really annoy me for some reason. I don't get it. And then I'm also going to get some wooden stairs and an oak fence gate and put a fence gate there. Villagers can't use fence gates, but that's why there's a door that they could go through too. And then for the butcher, going to spawn in some pigs and some cows. And then that is it for the butcher shop. I crushed my finger in the door of my basement yesterday, and it still is kind of throbbing. Normally, I did coarse dirt so grass won't spread in it, but normally it'd be normal dirt. And just for decoration, I'm also going to add in some of this grass for decoration. And I'm going to do the same when I do the Tannery house, which is right here. Oh, I need to spawn in the villager. The butcher. You a butcher? Yep. And it's raining. And then next up is the Tannery house with leatherworker. Leatherworker's block is cauldron. I'm going to put a cauldron there. So I'm going to put a cauldron there and set it down. I'm also, something I forgot to do, I'm going to replace this with smooth stone. This with smooth stone. Actually, it doesn't look good as smooth. I don't really like that being smooth stone. See? That's why I test things out before you actually do it all. That looks actually good as smooth stone, though. And then, there's not really much left to do in here. And I'm just going to spawn in a horse and a cow. I'm also going to put in some grass. Is Bermuda Triangle. And then that is it for the Tannery house. Now all I have to do is spawn in the leather worker. Can you become good? You're a leather worker. Oh, I can have a dyed leather tunic from you. Thank you, but I won't want one. Next up is the Cleric. So the church is just big. It's just a big cobblestone tower, and I want to change that. I want to change the block diversity of it. So I'm going to separate the floors of it with oak planks. Actually, whoops. I'll have to re-add that ladder. I'm going to separate the floors. It looks like I just put like aesthetic fans around it. That doesn't actually. It looks good there, you know. I'm going to replace this with cobblestone again. I need to make up my mind, and I don't really like it at the top. Anyway, I still need to re-add that ladder. I'm also going to add them up there to make it easier to climb. And there's not really much I have to do other than spawn in the villager and add a brewing stand. So it actually becomes a cleric. So, become a cleric. And he's a cleric. Telling me emeralds and redstone. Thanks, but I don't really need it. And I'm also going to, before I leave the temple, I'm going to decorate the windows a bit more. This is actually something that's in the current village churches. Well, those are called village temples, but this is a church. There, so that was so changed the church up a bit, and I'd say it looks pretty nice. I'm just going to make this go all the way